And hello and welcome to my stream today, where today we shall return to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, as basically every week at this point. Where today I have decided I'll turn my navy towards Spain. They have a lot of submarines and we're going to change that. I don't want them to have a lot of submarines. I want them to have no ships, preferably. And also a lot less area of France. Also, hello Bakasura. Just go to my OBS real quick and move myself a little bit out of the corner so you can see that thing in the bottom right corner there. There we go. That's about right, I think. For a minute, second, your brain tried to figure out what you meant by turning your navy towards space. What? Spain, the country, the nation. Now, we're going full Red Alert 2 now. We're going to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism, space. We're currently losing a little bit of money every month, but that's not too bad. That should fix itself. You do that line delivery. To be fair, you can hear in the voice of Tim Curry that he's just about to fucking lose his shit. It's great. So the main thing here, I want Western and Southern France. Specifically Southern France because it gets me a jumping point into the Mediterranean Sea that's a little bit better than Cyrenaica and Tunisia. You can see him crack a smile. He just barely got thought of it. Yeah, he just barely got around it. It's great. So currently our only minor nation ally is Mexico because everybody else broke their relations off with us again. Now, you are allied with Denmark, you are allied with Sweden. Love to see the second half of the cut. To be fair, you're not alone. Man, that must be one hell of a moment there. Just... I'm not the biggest fan of that game specifically. It's not as bad as what came after. But it already is kind of like... eh. I want to go to war with Spain. Honestly, I think I should move over as many destroyers as I can. You want an Herzog von Tresch? I can't do that. Hold on a second. Greenland is trying to separate from Denmark. That's interesting. Not the best CNC game, but the FMV segments are gold. They are fucking hilarious. So we're building 6 heavy cruisers right now, which is not too many. It's a few. But it's as many as we could build at the time. Are they? There they are. It's also the big ones, so... yeah. These ones will really hit shit hard. Actually, are they the big ones? They aren't. Hang on a minute. Right, those are being built, and then the heavy cruisers here are the 3 double 9 inches. I think those are the big guns. So, the thing is, right now, I kind of want more destroyers. We kind of need destroyers, and we need a whole bunch of them. For when we go to war with Spain. Because the thing is, while all of our new cruisers do have the ability to fight submarines, I don't know that much about our old cruisers being able to do that particularly well. So we might just have to build a whole bunch of destroyers. First of all, how many tons are we... Okay, we have about 100,000 tons. First of all, let us refit all of these and see how much we have left. Also, how much money we're paying. 38 million. Yikes. That is pretty much, yeah. 54 destroyers! I did not realize we actually had that many. I thought we had less than that. I really didn't consider that at all. Yikes. I can quickly check how much that remodel is going to take. If it's like, okay, it's 2 months. 2 months is fine. We can deal with 2 months of delay. The thing is, it costs a lot of money, and being in the negative for too long is very bad for unrest. Despite the fact that we have $13 billion stored up. Being in the negative for a few turns is just turning it upside down. Our fishermen complain that they're getting harassed by the Spanish state's military ships in every possible way. The government asks you to respond. Send a naval squadron to protect our fishermen. Well, for the moment, we're going to do that. Super Battleship 1 and 2. Okay, okay. Super battleships? Yeah, super battleships. If you are not aware what super battleships are, they're very, very big battleships. Now the thing is, technically, we already are building, or slash already have in service actually, some super battleships. Because the big boys are actually in service already. However, super battleships go a size beyond. As you can see by the weight that is recommended right off the bat. And this is not how big they can be. This is just how big this hull lets you make it. Also, that's actually just how big our... yeah. This is some massive ships. Like, ridiculously big. Unfortunately, I don't really think it's worth building them yet. For various reasons. One of them being, we're gonna have to upgrade them the moment that we get better guns. The moment that we get Mark 3, like 15 and 16 inch guns, and Mark 4s of the smaller guns, everything will just change again. Now, the good thing is that they take a while to build. However, I think we should not actually build one yet. Why are you so short? Why are you so big? That is... huh. I think we could make something neat out of this. I don't think we used this hull yet. 17,000 ton heavy cruiser. How big was the Wildschwein? 15,777. I think that was this hull. So we have two even bigger heavy cruiser hulls. This one being a very straight one, and this one being a little bit bowed. This one just looks like a Bismarck, but smaller. And I have to admit, I really love heavy cruisers. I just want to see what we could build here. We are relatively limited by stuff. What is the recommended speed for this hull? 32.5. Okay. Let's see. Let us see what we could theoretically produce. Sonar 2, RDF. Sure, depth charge is always good. What kind of funnel do we need? That one's oversized even. That one's oversized. That one's oversized. That one's slightly undersized. 55, 55. So we would go for this one. If we can even maybe... Okay, that's not quite possible. Theoretically, what would we put on here? 8 inches at least, right? Do we put triple tens on here? We totally could put triple tens on here. And make like a proper Grafspee conceptually. It needs to be a tiny bit longer. Might have to go for Modern Secondary Tower 1 because it's slightly smaller. Triple fives over the top. I would like to put quad tubes somewhere. Probably put them in here. Totally can. Honestly, I don't really know if I want to commit to this. I'm not going to build many of them. Let's be honest here. I need to upgrade the Bobettes. Not only already leaves us with 1,000 tons to play with. Considering that the deck needs to be at least 4.5 inches. Then we need the bell to be like 9. On after 6 at least. Conning tower would be nice to have 10. Superstructure 2? No. Then we have inner deck of like 2, maybe 3. And 2. And then inner belt of maximum and maximum. As you can see, this is already very heavy. To be fair, the 10-inch guns don't need a 14-inch side. 12 inches is definitely more than enough. The 14-inch Babette is also a little bit ridiculous. But we haven't actually changed any of the equipment and stuff, because... yeah. .1 detonation chance. Honestly, the semi-auto is very, very heavy. How much are we saving here? This is currently at 36.5 seconds. That's a big boost. What is this? Yeah. So we definitely want to be enhanced in here. We could definitely play around with... oh, it didn't even do this. That's bad. We definitely need to play around with that. Okay, no. 32.5 is where it's gonna stay. To be fair, it is maximum bulkheads, so that is really good. Like, that is 300 tons that we're adding here just by having bulkheads on max. The secondaries on it are currently kind of lackluster, but at the same time we could probably change them out to be slightly smaller. And you go with triple fours instead. Don't really have another slot where we can put one. I think we have slots where we can put threes. Okay, if we can put the threes there, then that's gonna... Let's just stay with the fives there. Slightly overweight, but we can change that. First of all, let's inspect the armor here. I would like to be 4 inches top for both of these turrets. Okay, it doesn't work for that one, but that's fine. Could probably go 4 and 4. The 3s definitely need some length. 3% maybe. Make it 4, actually 5. Yep, there we go. What's your penetration? Penetration is fairly good, all things considered. Nothing too high or too low. It's got to be really good at slapping everything that's smaller than itself. That's for sure. So, hey, that's good. Does have torpedoes as well at like 12 kilometers range. We can upsize them a little bit. Can we upsize them to 21? Some parts are badly placed. What do you mean? I mean, I know what the game's referring to here, but... hang on, what? So there's a way we can place it. There we go. That is quite some punchy torpedoes now. They will reload for quite a while, but they have 12.7 kilometers range and hit very hard. With a very good arc on them as well. So this is going to be a little bit of a specialized cruiser. We're not going to be able to build these anytime soon. I don't know what to call this thing. I didn't really consider building a ship this early on in today's stream. I kind of was just going to go and continue. But then I noticed that we had this hull unlocked, so here we are. What is your range? 21 kilometers. That's pretty damn good. I mean, I could just call it the Spee. Not Graf Spee, because that already exists multiple times in our navy, actually. But we're just gonna call it Spee. So now we have some theoretical heavy cruisers in our lineup that have 10-inch guns, but we're gonna take a while to build them, because there's no production capability left over right now, because we're remodeling a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. So, let's just continue to the next turn, where the monthly balance should shoot into the positive again, because all of the destroyers will be done remodeling. Should be done remodeling, rather. And we just unlocked a new technology for bigger destroyers. A serious incident has occurred in which involves the Spanish state. One of the profound politicians was assassinated in cold blood, and the government accuses us that we are behind it. They ask you for humiliating concessions to forget the matter. How should we respond? They ask you for trouble. We should never accept this accusation. Prepare for war if that's what they want. That's what we're going to do. That's what they want us to do. It is war with Spain. We need more cruisers. I mean, I agree. I just need more monthly budget. And actually, more importantly, dock space. Jones asks given opinions about submarines. You believe they're extremely limited in their operational usefulness, therefore there's no need to invest more in submarine warfare. The submarine is a promising weapon that will revolutionize the naval tactics. We must fund more for submarine development projects. I don't know about that. Enemy submarines could seriously threaten our merchant ships. We should be... I do like that, but I don't want to lower the GDP. Ireland is trying to rise up against Britain. Okay. So, the funny thing about Spain is the fact that they do not, in fact, have surface ships. Oh wait, no, they do have one battlecruiser here. Let's see, how many surface ships do they have? 13, actually 12. I can't count. They do have 94 submarines, though. Which is why I wanted to really remodel our destroyers, which we did. So, you do have depth charges. I'm not sending you out. I don't think we should send our battleships out there yet. We're just going to be having a cruiser war here. Depth charges, depth charges, depth charges, depth charges, depth charges, depth charges. More and more and more depth charges. Oh right, we actually have a new light cruisers as well. For the moment, this is going to be the transfer period where we have a whole bunch of different kinds of ships fighting with each other. Because we have the Dresden class still in service, and they do have depth charges. So, move submarines. Let's just move a whole bunch of them over here and see what happens. Oh, I can only move 3 at a time, right. A heavy cruiser and a destroyer, sure. First of all, let's provide a little bit of a depth charge screen. Farlock class cruiser. I don't know where you're moving now, I'll be honest. No. So let's actually move you. You are the big guy. You don't have any depth charges, but that's fine. For now. Ships. With a destroyer over here. With ships. Surprise, surprise, I think everybody that is currently watching can already tell what my attempt is going to be. We're going to try to take Western France off of them as soon as possible. Now, the only problem here is we don't have too many ships in the area. And some of those ships are slightly annoying. Now, the good thing is that we have depth charges on these two. Bad thing is that there's a lot of enemies. The Undyne. It's a new light cruiser, so that's good. Tunisia has the Graf Turek. Bizerte. Honestly, why is there so much ship in here? Okay. Again, all of these have depth charges. Some of them better than others, because the destroyers got upgraded. Crown Loop class cruiser as well. Go there. And do we have more over here? We have a battleship and destroyer. You'll stay together for now, you'll stay together as well, and you'll stay together as well. What do we have down the coast here? Not that much, it seems. We have 3 light cruisers in this port. In Dakar. Well, those are going to be useful. They're the new class as well, so they're going to be fairly good. Why are you not in port? You should go to port. That's what I told you to do, I'm pretty sure. That's the first... Bismarck? Oh, it's a Cocker. I see. Let's move all of these destroyer to the coast of... Oh, look, there's a... Okay. Hi, Aurora Borealis. How are you doing today? We are going to war with Spain. Which is why we're putting together all of our destroyers. Bismarck as a Cogger, Bismarck as a Cogger. The first Bismarck, though, not just Bismarck. Slight difference. You're new, you're new. We're needing you in combat here. Link up with the destroyer fleet. It'll be fine. Also 3 new ones. Nope. I don't know what... Oh, wait, you're the Chinese one. The Nuremberg and the Wiesbaden will move. Oh, that's good, just chilling. Wait, did Spain take over France? Partially, but that's not because France was fighting them, but because France was not in existence. So they took over neutral territory. Yeah. Which is actually a positive, though. No, it is actually a very valuable part of it, because of the money that it makes. It's not as much as Northern France, admittedly, but it's a lot of money. The thing is that Spain has very, very less valuable, not worthless. Yeah, that. Spain is very heavily invested into submarines, so we're needing a lot of really not frequently used ships right now. You are old, but I need you anyway. I'm just gonna move the whole fleet here. All ships. Because while they don't have many surface ships, they do have some. Most of them heavy cruisers. Actually, some of them battle cruisers. Do I have anything down this coastline? It doesn't seem like it. I have some stuff over here. There's some destroyers, there's some destroyers, and there's some destroyers. We can move them. Pretty sure. Then going to try the unrestricted submarine warfare? I don't know. Maybe. Thing is just, we're coming to their front door first. Rather, they accused us of doing something stupid, so we're doing something stupid now. Which is just destroyer fleets. Lots and lots and lots and lots of destroyers. I think this should do for the turn. Look, it's submarine warfare, already starting. Also, we have a strike. I don't know what that means. And we're already ground invading southern France. Now that's quick. Look, it's 3 submarines against all of these. Surely this should go fine, right? And there's more. And this. Fights. Okay, I can't actually fight this manually. Port damage, Valencia. Nice. Get Spain's front door before the submarines get to your back door. Essentially. Hey, Colombia's now allied with us. Hey. Okay, Britain failed to gain control of something. Japan failed to gain control of something. Very good. Yeah, now we are really starting to get at them. There's ships everywhere. Now, there is a battlecruiser here. But it's only one. So surely we can force them to fight us, right? I want to move right into them. Why did I move you there? I don't think that was intentional. Does that mean your troops get high quality drugs in their field rations? What the fuck? That's a comment, I guess. We shall now actually prepare to bring out the big guys. For the simple reason that I think I have a fairly good anti-submarine screen here. Also, most of the submarines seem to be in the Mediterranean at the moment. Hildebrand and Lützow. Oh yeah, still have two destroyers here. Well, they can stay, I guess. Battlecruiser Oldenburg will move to one of these fleets. You know what? Join this fleet. Because we'll need a lot more tonnage here to actually capture anything. Best phone. You're a big guy, right? Actually, you're an honor class. The Wolf is the very big guy, though. Flinger, Friedrich Karl, Fogge, and Mars. We want the biggest ships we can get here, so... You, and you. For now, you shall go. So, what else do we have in Danzig and Pillau? Nothing, actually. All of our battleships seem to be on the way now. All of the here stationed ones, at least. Okay, you shall catch up with this. Terry. No, we don't have anything else in here, but and this is important. Frauenlob. All of those three are newly built ships. I think we need a few more turns for ships to actually arrive and everything. Let me check. Our dockyard, okay. Nothing too special. The thing is, I definitely want France. I don't really care about Spain's territory itself, but if I can get some ports in the Mediterranean, that would be good. But I really want France. German Empire blockades Spanish states. I am apparently blockading them very effectively. I'm not even here with all my navy. Half of it is still in China. War between the China and Spanish state. Okay. That's a submarine fight. Good. Submarine fight again. However, we only have one light cruiser here. These guys don't really have anything they can do against submarines, so this could go slightly ugly. Nope, never mind. Accidental blockades, lol. I mean, I have moved them in a way where they would blockade them. Fight and auto-resolve. Withdraw, success, good. I mean, they're Spain, usually they barely have ships. The thing is that, thanks to the fact that they have... Yeah, you can have a destroyer. I don't care. Thanks to the fact that they have mainland France, there is so much money on their side now. Spain itself does not make nearly as much money as one of these, still, even. That's why I want them. That's a very small battlecruiser. However, I do not believe fighting it would be smart. You have 12-inch guns. You seem very familiar with the gun setup. I don't like that. Let us look at it. Losing a heavy cruiser wouldn't be that tragic. Thunder. Do. Wait a minute. Right, I can actually tell exactly where they are. First of all, you shall set your torpedoes to off. Second of all, I need you to tell me exactly where the enemy is. That direction. Also, I need you both to keep pace with each other. Thunder. It would be really good if I could sink the battlecruiser. But for that, I really need the torpedoes in this ship. Jesus Christ, the thunder's so loud. The thing is, I have the feeling that it's separate from the other effects. But, man, it's loud. We are close to the enemy, I can tell. But I don't know where they are. Come on, Heinrich. Use your sonar. Tell me where they are. In that direction. Northeast. That is the big guy. Smoke up. Swing it around here. Very good. Set the torpedo launcher to safe launches. Swing it around. Try to get the second one off. That's one torpedo hit right there. Second launcher away. Turn away. Torpedoes off again. That looks like another at least one hit. Maybe two. Big hits. That thing's gone. Successful torpedo assault. Enemies to the east. In that direction. Well, that was quick and brutal. Very, very quick and brutal. Now we just need to find the transport. Gotta leave the decent storms. Quickly need to tab out because my model is dying in frame rate for no good reason. There we go. Yeah, the decent storms are quite something. Getting good with the... Why do you have to be this way? There they are. Slow back down. This is not a turkey shoot. This is a whole fuckload of transport ships just here. Ready for just death. They can't escape. They're not fast enough. They're left for dead now. You know what? Just because I can, load the armor piercing and see what happens. Because you can definitely flood them. Flooding kills transports extremely quickly. Got to keep pace with them. Flooding again on our ship. There goes another one. That one's about to go as well. Next one, next up. That's so many transports just there. Overture 18, 19, 12 plays fine, don't they? I mean, it would be nice if I could just capture these. Just fire a torpedo wildly into the group. You'll probably hit something. And you will in fact hit something. That one's about to get smacked. Plop, 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 plop. Unless you captured surrendered ships. I was thinking the same, but I understand why they're not letting you. Like, capturing transports would be extremely good for economy stuff. Though it would be a one-time off thing. I'm not ending the battle yet. Look at how many transports there are. Orion. Plop, plop. I'm just letting the Prince Heinrich wildly decide on what they're going to shoot at next. Which is probably working very well. The Pizarro is dead. Fire on board of the Orion. Once forgot that transports can occasionally have torpedoes late game and you go raiding BB when kaboom. Yeah, they can. The thing is that it's not just rarely, it's also only when the nation has the research, though it is a fairly early research. They can also have guns on board. I think that one's dead. You can probably move on to the next one. Bonk. Like, what's this convoy gonna do? They should really surrender, or be able to surrender here and just, you know, be considered captured or something. Give you a bit of boost to the economy, because they can't escape. There's no reason for them to survive this. And the fact that the battlecruiser died as well is honestly extremely funny. Hang on, catch up with the other one real quick. They're trying to surrender, but the thunder is still out. I don't know if it's a signal lamp, it could be, but at the same time it's probably just thunder, I don't know. I didn't see no bell. Hear no bell, whatever. Imagine you're the fucking signal on one of these ships in the fucking mast. You're signaling you're giving up, and in return you just get more gunfire. Going to a lot of guns on trades usually proves a bit risky for lone destroyer that suddenly have 18 ships firing 4-inch guns at them. It depends on your destroyers. Like, this destroyer is fairly decently armored. For a destroyer. Though it could be better. For sure. Let me just turn these off so you don't accidentally torpedo our own ship. But hey. No survivors. Not even the battlecruiser. I am extremely glad we managed to kill that battlecruiser that easily. All it took was 2 salvos of torpedoes to just remove it from play entirely. Very good, very good. That is a good amount of victory points, but more importantly, that's a massive amount of damage done to the Spanish economy. Sinking transports is extremely valuable. Now we have another convoy battle. The Dresden, not even my own heavy cruiser. Like, that was captured from the Spanish in another war that we fought against them. We could try to do the same trick. But I'm just going to auto-resolve this and see what happens. That's fine. Okay, this is still at 0%. I don't think that's going to go well anytime soon. Why is our army force so small there? What is going on? So I want to start a naval invasion of Western France. 526,000 tons. And that's the minimum. Jesus Christ. That is like half of our navy, I think. Spain owns Western France? Yeah, they do. They didn't fight France, they just took it over when France was disbanded. So, how much navy do we even have? In the name of Cain. They want 500,000 to capture this. Our entire navy is 1,848. So we can definitely do it. We just need to get a lot of ships over here. So, more ships. Oh, I see. You're being refitted. Are you also being refitted? Yes, you are. You are Herzog von Tresch. Which are our second biggest battleships. We could just try to start it and see what happens. Fight us, I dare you. This is risky, by the way. I'm moving closer to them, despite the fact that there's a minefield. And I know that there's a minefield. You could definitely make it over here as well. Hello? Are you blockading the Gibraltar Strait here? You actually are. Motherfuckers. Okay. So anything that's inside of here will not make it out of there. Unless we manage to destroy some ships in this area. The good thing is we have 5 very modern light cruisers here. So we should be able to sink a bunch of them. Next turn. So far, we have no real losses. We have some ships that are slightly damaged. Not much, though. Actually, completely forgot that I had Gibraltar as well. Look! They're doing it again. 2 more submarines dead. Another submarine dead. Another submarine dead. Okay, that one didn't sink any. That's an auto-resolve. Apparently it's a draw because we... We are damaging the Mallorca port, though, so that's good. Hey, they were joined by another battlecruiser. And a heavy cruiser. This is the fight that I wanted to fight, though. Now we can see what the Power can really do. But they're building another 50, that's what usually happens. Yeah. It's gonna take a while to whittle down the Navy. Especially because they have basically an infinite amount of supply of money, thanks to France. The enemy is northwest, I already saw the radar signature there. There they are. Equalize your speeds. Don't really want the Orion to be first here. Because while it's heavily armored, 12 inches doesn't necessarily hold up too well to some types of fire. Now the 18 inches on this battleship, though, they should be fine. The enemy does have quite the range on the spotting, though. Then again, this is not exactly a hard-to-spot ship. It is our flagship, after all. Well, not anymore, technically. We kind of replaced it as a flagship. The only problem is that our deck armor might not hold up to the fire if we get unlucky. So we're already in 10 kilometers distance of them. That's good. They have quite a ranged secondaries here. Let's deal with the heavy cruiser here first, because I'm pretty sure that thing's firing torpedoes at us right now. Do speed further to like 60 knots. Minimal damage taken so far. I would like to know the penetration of their main guns. That's a decent hit. A flooding. Torpedo detonation, no more torpedoes from that ship. And a flooding. Big hits, engine outs. Bigger hits. More floodings. The longer this fight goes on, the heavier it's gonna get hits. So I'm pretty certain that that thing's gonna go down very soon. The San Juan is not long for this world. It's already lost 28% of its crew. And it's going under. Oh, let's get a little closer. Now, what is your armor build, first of all? 10 inches, that's not that great. What about your guns? I don't think you can penetrate our battleship from the side. The main belt, at least. The extended belt, yes. Main belt, no. Can I penetrate theirs, though? Sort of, kind of. Oof. I mean, even just the shell weight of the broadside is really doing them in right now. Because this is a lot of guns. Ooh. Extensive fire, that's another battlecruiser sunk. And the flooding on the next one. Immediately. What's the extended armor? Terrible. Genuinely terrible. This is a one fight. They are not going to run away. They have no chance of penetrating our belts. Anywhere, apparently. I mean, the extended belt is also quite tough. At this distance, actually, how much distance is this? 6.4 kilometers. They can't even penetrate... I don't think they can penetrate our extended belt from there. Meanwhile, our guns are just punching through the extendeds. Yeah, even the main belt is not holding up. Bang. And it's dead. And we've taken very minuscule losses. What kind of ammo are you using? I think this gun is currently using Ballistic Cap 2. Or Cap Ballistic 2. The reason being that it's 11-inch guns and you kind of really need the extra punch. Yes, they deal less damage and they have a higher chance of bouncing at angles, but at the same time, they really like going through shit. Paolo found Derivel. Alrighty then. Yeah, they got 1.1 victory points. I got 4,300. War-ups between the United States and Japan. Britain and Japan. Okay. Yeah, currently we don't have enough, but currently most of our navy is not actually in there. Also, we're actually a lot closer to meeting that already. I want to move you further over to the right here. This tiny fleet over to here. Reason being, I want to shuffle everything a little bit around. Two battleships, and yeah, you go over here. Time is running out. I'm pretty sure we'll actually meet with that. I would like to move even more over, and that's what we're actually doing, because the Jericho is still here. I completely forgot about it, I'll be honest. Which is not... It's not the biggest fleet, but it's something. We also have the light cruiser and 7 destroyers here, which are still just here, chilling. You know what? Move closer to the port. Just catch all of the submarines that might be leaving it. Building an Austrian modern battleship and the funnels can get like 6k spotting each. That's like spotting ranges. The towers with radar. It will be silly. I'm pretty sure that's the ones with the platform on top, right? I see. Here we have a whole bunch of ships in this port. I can't move them out still, though. I can only move them to the right. Shame. Shame. I do want to decongest this port, though. We have a fairly open port here. There's no minefield around Valencia. So let's get close to it. Let's get close to Mallorca as well. Bombard the shit out of it. Get closer to Barcelona. Or Barcelona, or however you say that. The same one that the German get on modern armor cruisers. Yeah. This is a bad idea because of minefields. Mine-sweeping capacity 1. We can get rid of mines, sort of. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch these out. You'll go close to Mallorca, and you go over to Barcelona and remove some of the mines. The amount of the ships for an invasion depends on the total size of ports in that region. I am aware. I am aware. It can make invasions easier. The thing is, how do you do port strikes? Like, I know they're a thing, but I think we've had some of them happen so far, but I've not really been able to do them deliberately. Sure, the Cogger can join us as well. Basically, every single surface ship that is in the area has joined us in the assault now. Still being remodeled. How long are they still being remodeled for? Because I know that they're very big, very nice ships. There they are. One more month, and the Hertog von Tresch class will actually join us. Spark fleets close to a port, and rather often they pop up a strike mission. Well, I mean, I would say that some of these fleets are very close to them. I'll probably move this closer to Brest. Creation of the humanoids. Power to overwhelm and destroy. There we have a strike mission. I just don't know on which port. Because I do have a lot of ships near Spanish ports right now. Also, I'm pretty sure that... oh, well, would you look at that? It's more submarines. Auto-resolve. Thank you, come again. Auto-resolve. Thank you, come again. And let's do the same thing again. Port damage, La Coruña. I don't know where that is. That's probably Spanish mainland. Maybe down there? Maybe it doesn't work while you're already assaulting it. I don't know. Oh, did we open up the canal? Did we open up the canal? Have they made enough space for us? They have. Fools. Such fools. And also, the big boys are joining us. Sure. Oh, that's new. The in-battle thing is definitely new. I see. There's La Coruña. La Coruña. Oh, wait. I need to move you to a different fleet, because having a battleship sit alone is never a good idea. Yeah, you can probably join this fleet. We are definitely meeting this, though. Chance to succeed 77%. Now, let's see. Can we get you closer to Brest? A little bit. We can probably move you over to here, probably. Deny them the entry. How's this going? Still 0%. Our military is still very small here. I don't know why we're using so little soldiers to advance into such an important territory. Okay. The mines around Barcelona are reducing, thanks to our destroyers. You can get strikes while invading, but it seems like the invasion chance isn't affected until you start a new one. I see. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because I think we're just going to beat them out of sheer tonnage. The amount of ship that's coming in right now is quite substantial. Oh, we actually still have a heavy cruiser sitting here. Well, let's move that too. Oh, never mind, you're in a battle. Let's just quickly do this battle. Auto-resolve. Hey! Very good. 5 light cruisers. Move closer to Cadiz. These are very modern cruisers, so their firepower doesn't seem that high because they're light cruisers, but at the same time, they are extremely modern for what it is. Though some of them are fairly defective. I actually wonder where the last one is. How many Treschs did we build? Hang on. Class. Saxony. The Wildschwein is building for 12 more months. They're very big ships, taking very long to build. The Wolf is currently at sea. It's entirely possible that the Tresch is in East Asia. Yep. It's somewhere around here. Oh wait, what are we doing here? Apparently we're going to Laos. That's something. Yeah, because a lot of our navy is still holed up in here. Holding port, basically. It's a defensive navy for the China area. Okay. Well, next turn. Also, the good thing is, the moment that we get some territory out of France, everything else is getting a little bit easier. Because the enemy will keep running out of ports eventually. And my main targets is Western and Southern France. So many submarine engagements. Ah. Red Cross are just Spanish state and our nation to accept the exchange of prisoners. The government asks your opinion. Well, why not? I mean, I don't need to. We do not negotiate with the enemy. I don't care. Fight me. There's 2 submarines attacking a tiny battleship fleet. They're both dead. This could be a little bit annoying. Fight to the end. Auto-resolve. You motherfucker sunk a brim. You actually sunk something. To be fair, it's my own fault. If you've got to negotiate with the enemy, you got to negotiate the terms of their surrender. They just sunk your home city, buddy, pal. They actually did damage to us. I can't believe it. Okay. You'll join this fleet. Never mind, sink Spain. Phrasing, buddy, phrasing. Every bit of ship should have some anti-submarine warfare available here. I think this was the fleet that the Bream was in. So, you shall now join... Well, multiple fleets, actually. I'm gonna move 4 destroyers over there. I wanted them to join that fleet, but sure. Join this fleet. Thank you. Closer to Barcelona we go. Maybe not. I do really have to say, though, that they start to sink the Iberian Peninsula. Ah. Come on. Our ground army should actually put in some force here. They've really not been doing much here. We have a meeting, which might be at Mallorca. If the Dutch can annex the ocean, we can sink a country. You make a point. A weird one, but you make a point. Bay of Biscay. Sure. La Coruña is getting absolutely hammered. I actually don't know where this is. Oh wait, it is off of... You're attacking that fleet of all things? Hang on, these are still your old-ass bullshitty things, aren't they? To be fair, so are ours. But... Yeah, we lost the destroyer, that's not too bad. They lost the battle cruiser and the heavy cruiser, though. I kind of had enough of fighting cruisers against cruiser stuff, though. Had a lot of that. Is this being actually considered as inside of this circle? And actually, we did have one guy who wanted to improve the airflow in the north of the country by essentially leveling a mountain with explosives. We'll have to make a call. I respect it. I really do. Hang on a minute. I need to quickly check something. Where are we building right now? Kiel and Le Havre. That's pretty close by. 3 months for those two. They are not too big. And then we have these, which I really want in our Germanic area. Simply because they are intended to replace our ancient heavy cruiser fleet. That's what the USA does for coal mining. Also, I think the Spanish have pissed me off enough. They've sunk a ship, they get the stick. I just realized they didn't sink the Bremen, they sunk a Bremen-class ship. So Bremen is still afloat. Doesn't really matter much, they still get the stick. What do we have here? Nassau, the Lauenburg. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Königsberg. Hannover and Kronprinz. Not what I'm looking for either. You can stay there. Lotharing, Württemberg. Right, that thing's still there. Fritjof. Where was it? Is it Fort Bayard? No, that's the Russian one. We're keeping that there. I don't want to touch it. Sink a Bremen, get more Bremen, poetic justice. Was it in this fleet already? No, it's not. I'm looking for a specific ship here. And I know that it was in Southeast Asia. Somewhere. Into the... No, those are too small. That's nothing in it. That's the Russian one. Hang on a minute. I need to quickly look. There's no battleship, no battleship. There it is! We're moving a considerable piece of the Chinese defense fleet here. Oh, right, that... is that the Italian one? No, right? No, that must be the Italian one. That's the Italian one that we captured. Oh, let's just move a bunch of this stuff as well. I forgot to repeat the music, I think. So I need to do that in a second. We're not taking you along, that's for sure. So let me just tab out. Over to the side here. And restart that music. Because otherwise, it'll be very, very quiet the whole time now. Because the game does have background music. Unfortunately, it's copyrighted. The only real compensation for losses is overcompensation. Oh, we still have a battleship down here as well. Don't know why I didn't move this over. The Anhalt. The original. The one and only. Do we have any other battleships in the area that are not the French one that is in here? Oh, yeah, I think that was French. Light cruiser. Not our light cruiser. Either it's empty. I think we moved all of these destroyers already. Yep, we did. Next turn. Stop. What? Stop. Huh? Oh, I see. Never mind. It's the Anhalt. Spain has been commanded to stop whatever they're doing. Hammer time? No. We're close. Close. With enemies lurking, we have more enemies lurking with a chance to enter the war against us, as it seems the presses in the country is 100% against us. I don't think any one of those are close enough to actually do something. Like, close enough to war, that's what I mean. Fuck you! La Coruña is lowering. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Right now. Right here. I'll sink you. If it's the last thing I do. You shall not have any surface fleet remaining after I'm done with you. Technically, what my goal is to make you cease to exist. Only battleship minions also have their propellant ignited by a hammer. That would have to be a very, very big hammer. Wait, where are you going? Well, the battlecruiser is already ahead of us. Straight ahead. Pretty close by as well. We're already at 5 times time dilation. So it needs to be very close. Is it foggy right now? No, it's clear. There it is. Come on. Come to think of it, I actually have no idea how warship cannons are fired. As far as I'm aware, it's just by ignition. Which can mean a lot of things. I think actually there is a primer bag with it. But I don't know how it's actually actuated. I highly doubt it's by a hammer, because that would have to be big. But, yeah. I was about to say, they're not running, are they? No, they're not. Man, this thing looks ancient. In comparison to that, our actually ancient battleship looks fairly modern, doesn't it? Because this thing has been with us since, like, what, 1910-ish? Probably a little bit earlier still. At 10 kilometers distance, we could probably turn broadside and fire. Slow down a little bit to like 60 knots. The enemy has turned away from us, trying to run. Because it has to be ignited, how else it's going to probably explode. What I'm wondering is how the ignition is achieved. I wouldn't be surprised if it was electrically charged, like electrically fired. But at the same time, I don't know. Flooding. Very good. That should slow it down. Okay, we're gonna go back to top speed that you can achieve right now. Shouldn't hurt your accuracy too much, in theory. Oh wait, the enemy's turned in. Slow down, 60 knots. They're coming towards us now. Six-kilometer range. Ooh, nasty hit. Nasty hits. Bad idea to turn towards us. Really bad idea. What's your superstructure armor, I wonder? Not bad, but considering that we have quite the nasty shells, not good enough. Our high explosive shells can penetrate you at 10,000 meters. torpedo detonation. I might actually just try to fire a torpedo at us. I'm not sure. They're definitely going to sink, though. There's not much left they can do. If nothing else, our high explosive secondaries will just blast them. Because even the secondaries will still damage them at 2... Ah, okay. Flooding in the aft. It might sink due to extensive fire. It is so bad. Actually, it's just flooding. Never mind. Seeing a fair share of how these cannons work, but it's always rotation, elevation, loading, and other such mechanisms. Find a very nice little video about it. There's a very small priming charge, like 2 grams or so, that can be ignited electrically or mechanically with a hammer like a normal gun. I see. To be fair, I know that artillery guns often have a very large striker rather than a hammer. I don't have automat on, which is... I mean, I do have some sort of automat on, but not for links and stuff. Hey, it's Battleship New Jersey. Dude in the turret with the sledgehammer who struggles to hit the gun. I love that. Our ships are damaged from the previous engagement and the enemy relentlessly persists to attack. Honestly, I don't think we're that much in danger. I didn't mean to auto-resolve, but hey, we did anyway. Clash of fleets, yep, the enemy is sunk, again. Borders change. Bosnia has defeated the remnants of Austria-Hungary. Well, okay, Bosnia is now neutral, I guess. Colonial conquest. Korean Empire new leader was found to support... Well, yes, actually, why not? I don't mind. Why is Korea always the one where that does not work? Like, it's right here. They're not that big. I can definitely invade them with the stuff that is still here. You may steal it for the next time you have to describe some weird gun in your D&D games. The idea of a big burly gun just slash hammering a gun is funny. You know, medieval tank, like, barely managed to make the first cannons and everything. Like, the first primer-charged cannons. And it's like, okay, but how are they firing? And inside the turret, like, somebody opens the hatch and you just see a dude with a massive hammer just... It's North Korea and we all know that it's back in Korea. I mean, yeah, but still, like, it's like the 4th time that I have the pop-up of, hey, do you want to invade these? And then nothing happens. Best Korea? Yes, clearly. We have a 53% chance to win here. However, more ships are on the way. We have 3 more turns on this. I do wonder. Do you work for this as well? I highly doubt it, but maybe? Must be true, Kim Jong-un said so. Yes. Hang on. Caridad Iglesia. Let's just move this light cruiser over to... Yeah, you can have a light cruiser. Subs do count for tonnage, so technically if you can use them for invasions, you're a masochist. I mean, the thing is, I don't think I need much right now to tip the scales over to a massively positive result. And I do have a whole bunch of submarines. I also have these destroyers still. Use them as submarine defense. Oh, submarines. There's still a submarine here. And then we probably have some submarine stuff here. You're repaired. That's good. If your invasion consists entirely of commando insertions, that might just be barely feasible. Just have commando insertion after commando insertion, and the entire enemy navy is just like, what is happening? Where are they coming from? Oh, just pop up out of nowhere, over and over and over again. Alright, we actually still have a battle cruiser and everything in Gibraltar as well. Sure, you can have another destroyer. We need to move some ships out of this port anyway. It's completely over barraged here. So Terry and the destroyer can move out. You just have one light cruiser chilling there. Probably ought to move the Palmbug and the Orion there. The original Commerce raiding fleet. I don't think they're going to make it in time. But, oh well. You can also do that with haphazardly disguised destroyers. To be fair, that wasn't haphazardly disguised. That was a lot of work. I know exactly what you're referring to, and it was in Western France. Haha! I think it might have even been in Brest. For the people that don't know what he's talking about, he's talking about the raids of the Atlantic Dock, where the British took a destroyer, basically removed almost all armaments, except for, I think, one torpedo launcher and, like, one gun, filled the entire bow of the destroyer with explosives, put a squad of commandos on there, and sailed it into the Atlantic dock, trying to destroy it so that the Bismarck had the Bismarck or the Tirpitz had nowhere to repair themselves or refuel themselves. Same as there, yeah. Auto resolve. There we go. Let's see if we can improve the relations with Britain a little bit. 57%. However, there's still more ships arriving. And they're not small ships. To be fair, the Palmbug is not the biggest battleship that we have. It's pretty small. But the Arnold is not that small. It's basically double the size. We could probably also move these in there somewhere. This would be a lot of tonnage as well, now that I think about it. Like, this is 50,000 tons right here. I knew like cruisers are quite chunky. Your favorite part is how some of the commanders actually broke through the docks defenders, hitchhiked through Spain and got right home from Gibraltar. Yeah. Meeting submarine, and the naval invasion, and that's it. Flying that much, less getting out of that situation. I mean, yeah, it is pretty nuts. Auto resolve, not much else we can do against the submarines. As long as it keeps working, I'm fine with it. Withdraw, success. Don't have to fight the battlecruiser with my stuff. No. I am fine with breaking the alliance here, because I'm not going to war with those. That's just a mistake. So 66% of success. That is basically all that I can do to increase the chance of success. This is at least proceeding by now, and we actually have an army here. so that's good. Our reinforcements from the... actually pretty quick. That's nice. Now, what I should actually have done the entire time through this is build more ships. Because we still need a whole bunch of light cruisers and heavy cruisers. Actually, heavy cruisers mainly. We have the village line, then construction, but we need a whole bunch of these. Each of these is 15,000 tons, which means we can't build that many. Let's build like 20, maybe? No, 10 for now. 10 is good. We can build more afterwards. We can build more afterwards. Because they're expensive, but more importantly, they're fairly big. And we definitely need some dock size for a pass. From what it looks like for now, it doesn't seem like my invasion worked. Which is annoying. Now you talked about Operation Chariot so much you're over to sleep. Have a good night. Take care. Oh no, wait, it did work. Very good. I want to leave you with the idea of building an innocent fisherman class super battleship. I was not even gonna look. Ready to defend our country against everybody who opposes us. You don't see a war happening between our countries. This is why naval funds could be reduced. The GDP rising is pretty good. Authors of this. Still retreat from that. So, the good thing is, we now own Western France. That is very good. We now have some very, very large ports in the area to support our operations. The bad thing is, actually nothing, really. There's not much bad about it. The Jericho could probably fight the enemy battlecruiser here. The entire fleet. Meanwhile, the rest of the fleets will move on to Bilbao. La Coruña. We shall now move on to the next target. With basically our entire naval force that is in the area. How about we move some slightly smaller fleets here? The Anhalt, Show the Mars, and 2 destroyers. Because at some point, fleets just get so large they're very unmanageable. Like this one is also one of them. We can probably move like 2 of these and 3 of these over to there while the others stick together. The Orion and the Palmburg will move over to Bilbao as well. I have moved that. I can move these. Actually, I'm going to move you over to here. Spain, you have fucked with the wrong nation. I really hate to tell you. Are you already going somewhere? You're already moving somewhere. Okay, very good. This is also a fairly large fleet, but not too unmanageable for now. I could split it up a bit. That's a massive fleet. I'm going to stick it together. Because, honestly, the destroyers I'm just going to send away in battle, I think. Actually, hang on. I'm going to go, like, right around here. You are moving. You are not moving yet. So, we have just actually increased our dockyard size as well. Not by much. Not by much, I have to admit. Mainly because I think they're not actively considered our dockyards yet. 6 more months until the first new heavy cruisers join our fleets. And let me just select for these ones as well. I can actually build ships in Gibraltar now. That is interesting. That is really, really nice. I actually just unlocked a lot of new ports that I can build stuff in. Or actually, maybe it's just because they're smaller ships than usual. Though I really would like to keep them localized for now, because I need them in my fleet. In my active fighting fleet. Le Havre is a good port. Do I have France here somewhere? Yes. Brest. And La Rochelle. Actually, we're going to build a few of them there. Because they're new, and that works out good. Our entire new cruiser fleet will basically be built there. Convoy mission. I want to auto-resolve this. I should really try to run away from those battles, because they have... Or maybe manual control them could also work. I don't know. Well, our big battleship fleets are arriving now. That's very good. Where are you going? What are you trying to do there? You really should not fuck with this fleet, my friends. We're going to Marseille. Okay, that seems to be still going fairly well. We're losing less orders than they are. However, we are not allied with Japan anymore, which could make things a little bit difficult. Currently, we are basically neutral or slightly negative with everyone. I do need to keep Britain in check. The good thing is that because I control Gibraltar, Spain can't move their ships from one side to the other. They can't move their force from the Mediterranean Sea to the North Atlantic. So if there are other ships in the North Atlantic, they need to build new ones. They can't just move them. Which is very nice. The war continues after failed negotiations. Very good. Well, auto-resolve. Sunk. Auto-resolve. Heavy damage. Auto-resolve. Sunk. Auto-resolve. Sunk. Auto-resolve. Double sunk. Auto-resolve. Double sunk. And again. Double sunk. And once more. Sunk. And this is now at the port of Biscay. Barcelona is taking 7,450 damage. Very good. Withdraw from this. Withdraw. Good. Don't really want to fight battle cruisers in my heavy cruisers and stuff. That does not bode well, if that were to happen. We're kind of blocking their battle cruisers in now. However, there's still two just roaming. We could probably take them on with this with this battleship. Actually, let's cut them off. I'm trying to go to Barcelona. So let's try to cut them off. It's another battlecruiser here. Move this fleet over here. We're now double attacking southern France, which I don't know if that actually helps in any way, but hopefully it does. Move closer to Bilbao. Also move closer to La Coruña. We're now dealing with northern Spain next, which shouldn't be too difficult. We have the tonnage, that we know. You've been stopped over here. So, you are going to move to Bilbao. Not quite to there. Actually, you're going to move over here into the middle of the Bay of Biscay. So will you. To like around there. Just kind of spread my submarines around the area. Move this fleet in. Actually, move this fleet to the other side of this. Actually, I can't really do that. So I need to, instead of moving... That should be... this fleet, I think. Yes. Hello? Move it to around here somewhere, for now. Move you a little closer. Okay. A lot of organization and just moving stuff around. Okay, we are actually putting into practice the, or putting into service the docks in Western France, so that's good. Alright. There's a battlecruiser here. That is trying to go to La Rochelle. I don't know why. It's also just a battlecruiser, with no support whatsoever. It would be very funny if we saw a first combat of the Wolf. And that might actually happen. If the ship doesn't just disappear and reappear somewhere else, which it seems to have done just now. Straggle meeting, strike, convoy. A whole bunch of missions popping up in one turn. I'm still going to try to avoid the battle cruiser fights with, like, underpowered fleets, because that's just not smart. Unfortunately, our old heavy cruisers are not capable of outrunning the enemy, because, well, they're old, they can go 24 knots, while the battle cruisers can go significantly faster. I am actually impressed that they managed to sink some of our heavy cruisers, though, because they are fairly well armored. At, like, 12 inches belt and 10 inches extended belt, or something like that. It's kind of stupid. Not gonna lie. That's an auto-resolve and a sink. That's an auto-resolve and a double sunk. Auto-resolve, double sunk, auto-resolve, sunk. Auto-resolve, double sunk. Yep. This is, I can't disengage from this. But here's the thing, that doesn't matter. Oh, it does. Half of them are old cruisers. I really don't want to lose any of these. So what we're going to do here
So we're going to take the light cruisers and turn them around and run away. All of them. And we're going to do the same thing with half of the destroyers. Detach. Turn around and run away. Turn around and run away. We're going to take like 3 destroyers and try to fight the enemy. First of all, detach. Second of all, you shall go towards the enemy. The enemy does have quite a decent amount of secondaries. Okay, let's go to normal play. And these should be able to get away. One thing I should do is set them to off for torpedoes. Now, the one problem that we're going to run into here is that the last time we did a torpedo strike on one of the battlecruisers, the main reason it worked so well is because they had the distraction. They weren't firing at the destroyer. This time around, we don't really have that. And we still have very, very effective torpedoes on these ships. Smoke up. We're going to pass to the right. Smoke up. Save fire only. And save torpedo launchers. Smoke up. Save fire only, and save torpedo launchers. Now here's the thing. One of those will hit. That's good. Dud. If they hit us, we're in trouble. Run away. There's torpedoes in the water at the first battlecruiser. Save torpedo launchers. The torpedoes missed, so that's unfortunate. Slow down. Hits. Okay, you can leave. You're not useful anymore. Right, torpedoes have that guy. We're running. We're disengaging now. We might lose this destroyer to flooding. But that was one hell of a charge at the enemy there. Ooh, yeah, that's dead. The enemy is still flooding, so that is good. And they have bought enough time for all of the light cruisers to probably be more than far enough away to just not have to fight them. Probably. What range do the torpedoes have? 9.5 kilometers. Having that smoke screen right now would be great. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. I could have just run away. They are 18.6 knots. They are extremely slow. We just kind of sacrificed a destroyer. Not for no reason. We did hit one of the battlecruisers really, really badly. Actually, I want you to run away in this direction. Why aren't you going at top speed? But the enemy can't catch this destroyer, by any means. But it's still going to be in range for a while, so that smoke screen is going to be invaluable. Oh. B57? What? No, that's 54. Hang on, where's 57? 50... Nope, no. 57 is this one. You did your job. Well, more importantly, the people that are sunk did their job extremely well. 10 times speed. Getting out of here. We didn't really lose too much. We lost the destroyer, which is 180 people, and a fairly cheap ship, at least. That's the main reason why I don't really like using destroyers anymore nowadays. They are extremely good when they hit their stuff with their torpedoes. But the AI is so insanely good at dodging torpedoes that it's kind of pointless. There we go. Withdraw. Success. Very good. Refight. But I just withdrew from that. Literally just now. We're gonna auto-battle this and... not auto-battle. We're gonna fight this and just turn around. We now know that they're slower than us. Significantly. To the northeast, so let's just go the other way. Top speed, 30 times speed, time dilation. There's no reason for us to even do anything. Just turn around and sail the other way. Time-dilated thunder sounds very weird. Man, I can't wait until we actually have decent heavy cruisers again. And again, these are very well armored. We might actually win a fight against them. Okay, you know what? I want to know. I want to know. I need to know. Can we win a fight with our heavy cruiser against their battle cruiser? Our penetration is not great, I'll be entirely honest. But I need to know. We probably can't penetrate the belt armor at all. But we might not need to. The temptation has taken hold of me now. We are sacrificing the Atlantis. Just to figure this out. They don't have the greatest guns. They're fairly big though, and they definitely have enough penetration to get through most of the belts here. Depending on the distance. If we keep ourselves at like 10 kilometers, we're probably fine. At the same time, this is during a storm, so we might not be able to hold ourselves at that distance. There's the enemy. 6 kilometers away. Slow down a little bit. Enemy has fired a torpedo at us. Torpedo detonation, that's already good. Up. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. We might be able to kite away here because most of our turrets are in the rear. But, problems are these guns. Yeah, they're not, it's dead. This ship is dead. The 4.5 barrels armor was not enough to keep this thing alive for long enough. At the same time, as long as they don't continue getting penetrations, if they can't penetrate us, we might actually have a chance here. Just by killing their crew. We're back to the old strategy of just snipe their crew off the ship. Now, this is not going to be a strategy that we can just do every time, but it's certainly working for the moment. And we have a very high chance to just hit them over and over again. Oh, that's bad. Didn't want to hear another flooding here. Come on, you can fix it. 29%, only 15 to go. Come on. Pump the water. No! Pump the water back out. 10%. Just snipe more crew. Hey! It wasn't even crew, it was just extensive fire. Oh boy. Fuck you. So we can win that fight, but we shouldn't rely on it because, man, that is not how that's intended to be fought. So, William Christopher Packingham. Well, that's good. It's counted as light damage as well. Task Force attacks port. Okay. I don't... I mean, that one's now sunk. Okay, I don't know where that is. Where are we assaulting something unoccupied now? Oh, look, it's French Sudan, belonging to Japan. Might be over here somewhere. Oh yeah, it is northern China. So that's good. This is proceeding nicely now, despite the fact that our army is significantly smaller. They have to defend on two fronts, so that's good. It's a convoy mission here. Why? Why, game? Why do you have to be this way? Okay, thank God. Oh, man. I want you to cut them off. You can go over here, the Atlantis. Fucking hero. While the Brandenburg and the Gazelle will take over the blockade of Valencia. We have 3 battleships here. Oh, wait, right. This was a fleet that I definitely need to break up. We're gonna move. We're gonna move the Bremen and the Terry, and then those two. Yes. Move the fleet over here. And then you'll just remain over here because you'll join the other fleet that's still left there. How are you trying to retreat here? Straight through my lines. Move straight into La Coruña. Dare you. Meanwhile, here we have... I think a few fleets combined again. Yeah, there it is. There's a five light cruiser fleet. Come on. Giant lives in death. You know what? Let's just go straight for the invasion. Naval invasion, choose province. Northern Spain, I think it is. Let's go. We definitely have more than enough tonnage here. I just need to know which part we need to focus around. I'm just more concerned about the battlecruisers just chilling in here. Also, how many surface ships do they have by now? Less. They only have 2 heavy cruisers left, but they only have 65 submarines, more importantly. They're losing them at an alarming rate, so their entire fleet is disappearing. Also, their money is disappearing because we're blockading them, and at the same time, they've lost northern France. I didn't move that fleet. Then again, that's a submarine fleet there. So I hope that's okay. So, first of all, we deal with submarines again, which should be a few sinks and stuff. For now, not a sunken ship, but hey. Okay, more submarines. There we go. An actual fight. They want to fight the Thresh. Now, this thing is a chunky boy. I didn't mean to click that. I didn't want to click that. I wanted to see that fight. Damn it. I'm an idiot. Convoy, heavy cruiser. No! Why? Where do I have a sole heavy cruiser in the area? Autoresolve, I guess. I am not aware of any sole heavy cruisers just chilling somewhere. Where is the blue ship? There it is. Okay. Hey, at least you're not dead, I guess. I see. It's this port that we need to focus around. Bilbao. So now it's gonna get cozy in here. You will actually link up with the different fleets. Simply because it saves me some space. Let's move all other ships in there. There we go. There's more battleships up here. Can't stop me.
I've got a present for you.
Is there any other small fleets here that I can join up with? Not really. We'll just join one of the bigger fleets then. I think one of these was a little bit smaller, but again, never mind. I'm wrong. Just move you in here, I guess. With the submarines, just because I can. Locate the area real fucking good. I'm pretty sure that this is a guaranteed take, because this is a significantly smaller port than the other ones so far. If you right at that port. Both of these are repairing, so that's fine. Next up. Now there's gonna be a bit of fuckery afoot, I think. But at the same time, we're dismantling Spain now. There is not gonna be much left of them after this. I don't know how far the game lets me go before I'm gonna be forced into peace. That's what happened with Italy. Okay, that's an auto-resolve and a sink. That's an auto-resolve and a sink. That's an auto... No, that's not an auto-resolve. That's not an auto-resolve. That's another battlecruiser, fighting against an Anhalt, a Bremen, and a Königsberg. Honestly, I think that's the first time that I actually get to control the Königsberg. I'm very sure that this is a very one-sided battle, so let me just quickly pause. Actually, I don't even need to pause. Let me send the destroyers away. I don't need you. It's one battlecruiser against two battleships and a battlecruiser. So detach. Okay. 10 times speed. Let's go. 11.1 inches, 11.2 inches, and 13 inches. The Königsberg definitely has the highest anti-ship firepower here. And it also has a decent amount of guns. That's 10 guns. Well, the Hannover... Yeah. It's an older battleship. And then we have an Anhalt class, so this is a lot of guns. With a lot of firepower. But they're 11 inches, so, you know. The good thing is that now I know that even though these ships are not sailing all that fast right now, the enemy can't run away. They're slower than me. So while it is going to take me a moment to run into them if they're deciding to run away, that doesn't really matter. I will catch them. The problem is... Okay, this is fairly well armored. This is fairly well armored. This is very well armored. The Hannover is a fairly old class of ship, but at the same time, because it's so old, we can't really do much in terms of gun upgrades and everything, so basically all of it goes into armor. You know what? Königsberg, you're speeding up now. I had enough of this. You're zooming up ahead. 26 knots. That's 10 knots faster than the enemy can possibly go. We are finding this fucker. And we're sinking them. Obviously, the Königsberg does make up for it in terms of armor. Like, yes, it's faster, but at the same time it has less armor than the enemy. Or than the other ships, the friendlies. The enemy has spotted the Hannover. But at the same time, I'm still convinced that they're just running away. So that's a little annoying. These ships have not really had much combat, so they're all not that well trained. 5 times speed now, so with them running away, that is still a little annoying. I will sink you, and there's no choice about it. I just need to see you first. So what is there, if there's a statistic for being spotted? I think we're at the absolute maximum of the range right now. But we are getting closer. As noted by the fact that they're firing at the Hanover more consistently now, instead of just once. That was a secondary. That means we're in secondary range. There they are! That was a lot of shells flying. That was only the very front turrets. And the core ones didn't even fire a super firing turret here. Only fired one of them. Shells out. I think we're going to stick to our explosive for the moment. Cripple them because we can. Also because, why not really? I'm pretty sure that at this distance, with some of our shells, with our choices and everything, we could probably penetrate through the deck straight up. I'm just going to let you do whatever you want, because you seem to be very, very much able to just penetrate that deck, as long as you hit. Partial pen, and the fire. Yep, they are just straight up running away at a constant speed. Hydroblast, I know there's a visibility stat in the ship engine and designer, but I'm not sure about the metal. That's what I was wondering, because a lot of tech changes it with time, but there is no real way to check in battle. Too late. Dut! Haha! Lucky. More luck than brains. More luck than brains. 6 kilometer distance. I think we can actually fan out here. At least they're still a little bit further behind. Overpin, rather damaged. That is good for us. Soon enough, we will be able to fire more guns. Well, the secondaries are already blasting. And that turret right there is eager to fire. There it goes. With it forced to make a maneuver, these ships are actually firing at it now as well. A little bit more effectively. Full broadside, my dear Corn Prince. Because this is fun. That's so many guns on this ship. Well, we are at 11 kilometers distance. This thing has more than 11 kilometers range. With its 15 11-inch guns. A little bit more, I guess. Reduce speed. Floodings. By 13-inch guns. And it's dead. Not a good time for that ship. Not a good time at all. Getting caught by a 3 big ship fleet. Not good for them. They did get 3 victory points though. Yeah. That's great. Okay. Alright, please load faster. There we go, thank you very much. That's a battlecruiser sunk again. I want to know. Northern China, hey, it's us, ours again. Yeah, we have an 81% chance to win this, and they're still submarines, so just chilling here. What does this do? Unrestricted role has maximized attack and raid power as well as maintenance cost. The side effect is that they cause unwanted accidents against civilian or transport ships of neutral nations, something that can drive... Okay, no, that... yeah, no, let's not do that. Yeah, we have a bit of a naval invasion force here. I don't think they have much of a chance. And we can actually make it even better, because we still have some fleets over here. Keep the battlecruisers in check. Move right at the port again. Oh, you don't want to move right at the port. Hey, look, they have a battlecruiser now that's currently repairing. So, I will say that I don't think Spain is going to exist much longer here. However, I need to end my stream for today, basically. Where are you going? Oh, right, you can't use this, so you have to go all the way around to defend your homeland. They need to go all the way around Cape Town. Oh, man. It would be so good if I had Egypt as well. I really want Northern Egypt. I could just lock this down when I'm at war with someone. Everything that is outside of it just can't enter. I'm going to click on next turn here. However, I'm not going to do any battles next turn. I'm going to auto-complete the battles against submarines and the likes, because it's submarines. Can't really actually fight them anyway. And then I'm going to have to end my stream. So, let's just see what happens in this turn. I really hope that we're not going to peace with Spain, because that would be annoying. And that is something that has actually happened multiple times, that when I was just about to start some fun, my government decides we're having peacetime now. However, I actually got the main thing that I wanted, and that is Western France, and Southern France shall fall as well. If I could get Northern Egypt, that would be such a good thing. Such a good thing. Simply because of the port of the canal that's there. I could completely cut off access to not just the people that are actually in the area, but also all of their allies. And I cannot tell you just how valuable the fact that none of the battlecruisers can actually make it out of the Western Mediterranean is to me. Like, they take so long that by the time they arrive anywhere where they're useful, well, they can basically turn around again and just not bother. Somebody's building ships, and it's taking a while. It hasn't happened in a moment that takes so long. There they go. Oh, it's because it's multiple people. Okay, then. So we can auto-resolve this. And auto-resolve that. And that's basically it. That is all that happened this turn. We want Frauenlob-class light cruisers. I could probably build them for you right now. Yes. I will get you some of the most modern cruisers in the world. That is fine by me. For now. So. We're not guaranteed to succeed here, which is probably why I'm going to move one of these fleets over to the right. Over to the left, I mean. I shall pick this one. Outdo their tonnage level by even more. However, that shall be something that we will see next week, because for today, I will have to stop. I really enjoy playing this game, but I do have to stop for the day. So let me just save. Yes. And then let me go and check who I can raid today. Because I don't know who's currently streaming something. Or who's currently streaming what, rather. Actually, let's go and say hello to Artemis, who's currently playing Baldur's Gate. I know that she's having her solo playthrough today, I think. So let's go and say hello, as I'm going to end my stream and be back tomorrow with some Ghost Tricks tomorrow. Yes. Very neat puzzle game. Anyway, have a good night, and thank you very much for being here. Take care, and goodbye.